Yep. Okay, ready? All right, very good. Okay. Okay, let me get comfortable. Okay. The March 4th, 2026 meeting of the City Council is called to order. This meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. These proceedings are being video recorded and can be viewed live on City of Las Vegas TV on Cox Cable Channel 2. You could also watch the meeting live online and access other city content by visiting lasvegasnevada.gov/connect. The proceedings will be rebroadcast on City of Las Vegas TV the Wednesday of the meeting at 8 p.m. and also on Friday at 4 a.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 7 a.m., and the following Monday at 5 p.m. This building is protected by a state-of-the-art fire detection and suppression sprinkler system. If alarms should activate during today's meeting, please evacuate during using the exits at the back of the chambers, out the mezzanine, proceed out the double doors to the terrace and down the back staircase. For anyone that has difficulty with stairs, please check with a marshal or fire official for assistance. Once outside, assemble on the northeast corner across the street from City Hall at Lewis and First Street. Employees wearing safety vests or our city marshals will inform you when it is safe to re-enter the building. For public comment related to the items on the agenda, citizen participation, and public hearing items, we have available a speaker card which you can complete and submit to the city clerk. Cards are available in the clerk's office or in the rear of the chambers. If you do not submit a card, it does not prevent you from speaking under public comment, citizens participation, or specified public hearing items. If there is anyone present today that has a need for hearing impaired equipment, please see the city clerk's staff. Please note, if you are parked in the parking garage across the street, a self-validation machine is located in the foyer between City Council chambers and the security desk you walk through to enter these chambers. You must have your ticket with you to use the machine. If you do not have your ticket, see security personnel when exiting for a validation coupon. Before we proceed with the agenda, I regret to inform everybody that a member of our Las Vegas Fire and Rescue family, fire engineer Kelly Brinkerhoff, lost her life, and lost his life, of course, and I would call for a moment of silence to commemorate his wonderful life and his loss. Thank you so much. Is the fire chief here? Chief, would you like to say a few words?
Fernando Gray, Fire Chief, for the record. Mayor, thank you for providing a moment of silence for Kelly. I will say he was a great member of our organization, and not just a great member of our organization, a great member of this community. And I'm sorry, again, I'm struggling a little bit, and part of the reason why is because when I first got here, Kelly was assigned to Fire Station 1, and we just had some great conversations in the parking lot. Some of you, I know in the crowd, have met him before. He's just a great man, a great husband, a great friend. And I really appreciate our council, our manager's office, and our community for providing support to him and his family. So again, thank you so much for the moment of silence.
Thank you, Chief, and may his memory be a blessing to all. And now at this time, would everyone please rise for the invocation given by Pastor Anthony Harris, the Power Center Church, who is filling in today for Dr. Ann Jones, and please remain standing as he leads us in the pledge. Welcome.
Good morning. With bowed heads, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity of meeting together here today in unity to be of service and to take action on behalf of the members of our Las Vegas community. We pray that you keep us free from any discord so that harmony and peace may prevail throughout this city. We humbly but boldly ask that you bless these leaders that make up this great city council: Mayor Shelley Berkeley, Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knudsen, Councilwoman Carol Kelly, Councilwoman Olivia Diaz, Councilwoman Frances Allen Polinsky, Councilwoman Shonda Summers Armstrong, and Councilwoman Nancy Bruni, as they fulfill their mission to create and foster an environment that encourages the development, safety, and success in the Las Vegas community. May you, dear God, guide the destiny of this council, who desires to make our city, communities, and neighborhoods better places to live. We ask for your guidance and in deliberations so that all the aims and purposes may be to the strengthening of the work of all involved in governing this great city. Grant each leader all wise judgment that each one may lead us ever forward to greater service and achievement. May each one of us here today return to our homes, organizations, and businesses in all of our various communities with renewed enthusiasm and dedication to the high principles and goals set forth by our noble leaders, both past and present. Bless every person here, every home, and every business represented here on this day with the resources, wisdom, and knowledge that we need to succeed. We also ask that you bless our community leaders of North Las Vegas, Henderson, and our surrounding sister cities of Clark County, and all of the government leaders of other counties that make up this great state of Nevada, so that we all may have the opportunity to prosper. We ask that you would bless this meeting as we thank you for the fellowship of this meeting and the guidance in all of our undertakings. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And Pastor, would you lead us in the pledge?
Yes. Where's the flag? There we go. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will now proceed to our ceremonials. Good morning, everybody. We're so delighted that you have chosen to spend your morning at a city council meeting. This is the ceremonial portion of our agenda. And for our first item, Councilwoman Allen Polinsky will recognize our Citizen of the Month. Councilwoman?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. In Ward 4, we value those who step forward when it matters most. Sergeant LaRosa demonstrated leadership, composure, and deep commitment to protecting our community during an incredibly challenging situation. Today, we thank you for your service and proudly recognize you as Las Vegas's Citizen of the Month. At this time, I'd like to invite the mayor and my colleagues on the city council to please take a seat. We are going to watch a brief video highlighting Sergeant LaRosa's extraordinary actions. Play the video, Jeff. I want to hang with him.
911 emergency, picket 18932. Do you need police, fire, or medical?
I need police, please.
Okay, what's the emergency there?
My ex is at the door, He's breaking the door.
He's what?
Please, he's breaking in the door. He has a gun. He's been threatening.
Did you see a weapon?
He's already shut it off, and now he's at the front door. Please, I have 2 girls here.
Okay.
He just texted me that.
So did he leave? He texted you what?
That I'm dying tonight. He got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. He's inside. Please.
I can't get there fast enough to protect the citizen. I want to get there. I wish I could just teleport to be able to help them.
You're in here! Come out now with your hands up!
I was fully expecting him to be on the other side of that door, armed with a gun, and for him to want to harm us. As soon as we walk into the house, we start clearing it room by room, corner by corner, to make sure that we don't have an immediate threat that's going to appear or that's going to come up behind us as we're trying to get to where we believe our hostages are.
I'll get this, go, go, go.
But we want to do it in a quick manner. We don't want to be extremely slow because we have a life and death situation that's occurring. By the time we got upstairs, we started clearing rooms and we found the children.
All right, you guys, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I need you guys to come with me. Right now, go downstairs. Downstairs, it's okay, let's go.
As we start pushing forward to rescue her, she yells, "Hey, don't come in here, he's gonna kill me." And at that point, we have to trust that she knows him, that she knows the situation that she's in. Upon SWAT's arrival, they entered the house and they maintained a presence there for 8 to 9 hours. And they conducted negotiations with him, and eventually, by the time day shift was logging on, at the end of our shift, we surrendered.
At this time, I'd like to invite Captain Fennis and his entire team from Summerlin Area Command to join us here at the podium. Captain Fennis, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much for this amazing award. I brought some statistics. I want you to realize that this type of event is, it's a snapshot of what these officers do day in and day out. So I wanted to give you an idea of the overall impact that a long-term effort that these officers make has on crime. So I want to tell you what kind of impact we had in 2025 on crime. So just in Summerlin Area Command, homicides down 50%. Sex offenses down 7%. Aggravated assaults down 10%. Robbery down 15%. Larceny and theft down 6%. Burglary down 20%. Motor vehicle theft down 18%. Shooting victims down 23%. Citations up 12%. I see Andrew Bennett giving me a smile over there. Please spread to your family and friends. If you're going to drive, please drive safe. Set that cruise control. You will get there. We can all do a better job of driving. So far in 2026, robberies are down 56%. Larceny is down 6%. Burglary is down 2%. Motor vehicle theft is down another 28%. Citations, Andrew, 45% up. Please drive safer. Summerlin, as you know, the sheriff's vision is to be the safest community in America. Our vision at Summerlin Area Command is to continue to be the safest neighborhood and the safest community in America. So we're getting there, and that's because of the fantastic efforts of all these officers up here. So round of applause for all of you. Last month, I think Captain Adam Seeley was Citizen of the Month. And you may not know, but he came back to headquarters and he made all of us start calling him Mr. February. So, Mr. March, if you want me to call you Mr. March, I'll do it for the rest of the month.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much for nominating him. It's well deserved.
And Sergeant LaRosa, a couple words from you.
Thank you. I just want to start and say to the heroes at the Las Vegas City Fire Department, we appreciate your service. We stand by you in your time of loss. I'm deeply honored to stand here today as Las Vegas Citizen of the Month. This recognition means more to me than I can express, and I want to begin by thanking the Las Vegas City Council for this incredible honor. Your continued support for the work that we do every day is felt and appreciated by every officer in this valley. I also want to recognize my chain of command, Captain Fennis and Lieutenants Knight and O'Leary. These are leaders who set the example, they set the tone, and they set the standard for this department. Their trust and guidance allows supervisors like me to lead with confidence, clarity, and purpose. I also want to take the moment to thank the people who support me beyond the uniform, the people who keep me grounded, focused, and whole. To my fiance, Taylor, who is not only It's not only the love of my life, but also a police sergeant herself. Thank you for being my balance, my strength, and the one person who understands me at the core. Your belief in me, your compassion, and your support make me a better leader and a better man. To my best friends, Nico and Jason. Jason, who is serving honorably with the Houston Police Department, thank you for standing by me through every high and low. Your loyalty and brotherhood are constants that I am grateful for every single day. But the real credit today goes to the extraordinary men and women I have the privilege of leading. Our team responded to an armed home invasion hostage situation, a suspect who had already fired rounds and made his intent to kill very clear. This is a kind of incident that tests everything: your training, your judgment, your courage, and your composure. And those officers rose to the moment. They acted with tactical discipline, clear communication, and unwavering resolve. They protected each other and rescued 2 children who were depending on us. They put themselves between innocent lives and danger without hesitation, and that outcome, it wasn't luck, it was professionalism. It was heart, and it was the very best of LVMPD. Their actions reflect exactly what it means to wear this badge, and I'm proud of how they performed, but I'm even more proud of who they are as people and as protectors of this city. Their heroism doesn't begin and end with a single incident. Every day, these officers do exceptional work that most people never hear about, and I want to highlight some examples. This week, Officer January arrested a suspect in Sun City, Summerlin, who was lurking in the middle of the night while some of our city's most vulnerable elderly residents slept. That suspect had a recent and extensive history of property crimes. This proactive stop led to the discovery of drug paraphernalia and likely prevented numerous citizens from waking up in the morning finding themselves victims of a crime. This year, in the past 2 months, Officer Dion was the first on scene in 2 separate incidents where citizens were threatening and attempting to jump from a 215 overpass. Each time, he acted decisively, established a rapport with those citizens, and pulled them to safety, saving their lives. Last month, Officer Labrada arrived quickly to an unknown trouble call. She found people running in every direction. She located a victim on the ground clinging to his life with multiple stab wounds. She provided life-saving care while coordinating incoming units, leading to each suspect being swiftly arrested for attempted murder. Officer Tellez, once honored as Officer of the Year, continues to lead Summerlin Area Command in proactive enforcement and arrest, helping reduce traffic fatalities and crime throughout our city. Officer Kremen recently identified a problem house after listening to the concerns of citizens. During proactive surveillance on the residents during his downtime, he observed a suspicious vehicle leaving the residence. He conducted a stop, detained the convicted felon driver, and found that the vehicle he was driving was stolen. Officer McNair recently responded to a domestic violence call, and he quickly detained the male suspect who didn't know we were coming. He had a very extremely violent history. The investigation revealed a victim living in constant fear, believing each day might be her last. He noticed signs of a fraud lab and firearms in the residence, and he contacted detectives and coordinated a search warrant, resulting in this suspect being held accountable and ensuring that SafeNest responded to ensure that this victim had the resources she needed to protect herself into the future. These officers represent the best of the best, excelling in criminal apprehension, proactive enforcement, DUI prevention, and the kind of everyday service that keeps this community strong. Everything I do in this department is shared by the people standing beside me, my leadership, my family, and my closest friends. More importantly, these officers. Today's recognition may have my name on it, but it belongs to all of them. Las Vegas is a remarkable city, and it deserves a remarkable police department. It deserves leaders who are decisive, accountable, and committed to the highest standards of service. I intend to continue leading with purpose, pushing forward, and helping to shape the department that this community can be proud of. Thank you again for this tremendous recognition, and it is an honor to serve this city and its people.
There's a lot. We gotta take some pictures. I'll be on.
All right, let me have everyone come take a step forward. Two layers? Yeah. 2 layers. Do we want to do the city council first and bring everyone else in? What do we recommend? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring the city council in.
Okay, city council people. MPT's working.
MPT.
Oh, okay. Council members.
Congratulations.
You guys have to come up front. We're going to do one picture. Hold on just Mr. March.
Oh, yes.
Mr. March.
All right, and we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. And in 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now let's bring everyone else in.
2 layers, guys.
I don't know if you can. No.
Let me get all of you guys to come over. Fill the space.
Like there, you're taller.
In case you're wondering. All right, let me have you come around. Perfect. Fill in the space. Perfect.
Oh, no way.
Councilwoman, can you come over just a second? Oh, perfect. Oh, that's good. Okay. Brian, can I get you to come over? All right, and I can see everyone. All right, this is good. All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna take a few. We'll go in 3, 2, and 1. And in 3, 2, and 1. One more. In 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Thank you all.
Did anybody leave seeds up there? It's me. Okay, just make sure. I threw my badge. Congratulations. Oh, yes. Fantastic. Nice job. Thank you. It's really good.
Okay, ready? Let's give our officers one more hand. For our final ceremonial item, Councilwoman Olivia Diaz is going to recognize a great organization in our community. Councilwoman?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And wow, what a tough act to follow. That footage was very, very impressive and dramatic. And so we're just so grateful that they're out there every day protecting our community and our residents. So thank you to Metro officers. I have the great privilege this month to recognize, it's always difficult because there's so much great work happening in our city, but I was thinking along the vein of this upcoming Sunday is International Women's Day. And as a result, we've been celebrating this since 1911 as a country, and I thought, well, I really need to think about an organization that helps bolster strong leadership in girls and women, and so it is my great honor to recognize the Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada this morning. And so if they can join us up here. Since 1932, the Southern Nevada Girl Scouts have been in our community pursuing their mission of empowering girls. I don't know about you, but I can't think of many organizations in our region with such deep and well-entrenched roots. Their guiding principle is simple. When girls are given the opportunity to lead, they change the world. And their impact is tremendous. While I did not have the opportunity to be a Girl Scout growing up, I do know that many ladies here in the audience and also on the dais may have had their opportunities at that life-changing extracurricular activity that their parents supported them through. Last year, over 2,500 girls participated in their various programs. These girls represent the diverse racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds that make up our fabulous city. Approximately 60% of participants identify as girls of color, 43% reside in Title I school zones or low to moderate income households. Programming is inclusive and open to all girls without any regard to religion, identity, ability, or background. And the Girl Scout leadership experience help girls develop important skills by leaning on 4 pillars. Life skills, which helps girls strengthen communication, decision-making, and problem-solving. Entrepreneurship, where girls get to experience different aspects of running a business through a cookie program, and the largest girl-led financial literacy program in the nation. Outdoors, focused on teamwork and environmental stewardship, girls learn not only the how, but the why behind caring for our natural resources. And certainly, last but not least, the 4th and very important pillar, STEAM, gives our girls an opportunity to explore science, technology, engineering, art, and math in ways that build their confidence and curiosity. So again, I'm so moved by the significant and positive difference that the Girl Scouts have on these thousands of girls and their families and our neighborhoods, and I'm very grateful to Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada. But before I turn it over to its fabulous CEO, Kimberly Trueba, I do want to acknowledge the Girl Scouts that are here. So we have Sophie, who's our Ward 2 very own Christina Duggan's daughter. Let's hear it for Sophie. We have Haley, who's a sophomore at ATEC. Thank you for joining us, Haley. Michaela is a high school senior at Coronado. Savannah attends Nevada Virtual Charter School. I didn't get your name, so what is your name?
Kira.
Okay, and what school do you go to?
I'm homeschooled.
Okay. Kira's here with us today. And last but not least, we have Genesis, a 2nd grader at Shelley Berkeley Elementary School. So thank you, Kim. Where's Kim? Did she? Okay, come up here, Kim. Thank you for giving our girls a space to be themselves and growing our next set of leaders here in our community, because you definitely help with their courage, their character, and, you know, they're going to have to roll up their sleeves and help be part of the change in our ever-changing world in the future. So what do you have to share with us?
I have so much I can share, but I just want to say thank you so much. I mean, everyone out here in the audience has something to do with raising these beautiful Girl Scouts and showing them, mentoring them, showing them what it's like to lead. And so that's what we're all about. And it's just as simple as that. We have many alums here in the audience. So we have our team here with us from the council. And then we have a couple board members. Nancy Bruni is one of the board members. And we have just so many moms and troop leaders and volunteers. And we can't do what we do in our community without all of you. So I just wanted to say thank you. And this is really special. And we appreciate all the support we can get. Thank you.
And the mayor was recently at the cookie rally, and she has a little special something for you.
On behalf of the entire city council and all 690,000 people that we all represent who reside in the city of Las Vegas, we wanted to present a proclamation to the Girl Scouts through you with all of our thanks and appreciation for all that you do and for everything that our Girl Scouts are going to accomplish in the future. There you go.
Thank you, Mayor. So it's officially Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada Day here in the city of Las Vegas today. And lucky for us, it is cookie season. So if you have not procured your Girl Scout cookies, I'm going to do a shameless plug and want to pitch and ask you all to support them. And there is their website will help you find your nearest cookie booth location for your convenience. So don't forget to visit their website. And here's our little award on behalf of the city to the Girl Scouts for this amazing work, and thank you for continuing to shape and mold our future leaders. And if we can have the ladies who came on behalf of the Girl Scouts also join us for the picture. Come on up. And those
I'm going to want a picture with students from Berkeley Elementary.
You're the senior.
Where are you?
Right up front. There you stand. Get in line. There you go. You can probably go in right there.
Could I actually get
Yeah, slide in right here. Slide in.
Councilman Green, I can't really see you. Could I get actually the three of you guys to move this way just a smidge? A little bit more. Just try to find your window. All right. And then, okay. Yeah, this will work. Alrighty. And, okay. And we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. All right. And we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. Let me take a couple more. We'll go in 3, 2, and 1. Great, thank you guys.
We're going to continue the meeting in a few minutes, and we will see you in about 5 minutes, I believe. Oh, thank you. What is it? Is it? Okay. Agenda item number 7. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. All comments made will be cross-referenced to those specific items. If anyone submitted a speaker card or wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda, please come to the podium and state your name for the record. This is your opportunity to address the council, but the council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. We will set the time at 2 minutes, and we have been very lax in letting people speak at the beginning of the meeting under public comment and then later under public comment. We have made a decision in the interest of time that much as we want to hear what everybody has to say, and it's very important, you have to choose one time to come up and speak. So welcome, and please tell us your name.
Hello, my name is Tashika Lawson. I'm speaking on agenda item number 46. I just wanted to, so I understand that the applicant is adhering to the Las Vegas, the LVMC section 19.10.110. That's basically for the downtown Las Vegas overlay district, but it does not exempt them from being able to adhere to the guidelines of the 1909 form-based code design standards when their property is located squarely within the 12 downtown districts as laid out in the 1909 form-based code. I'm not sure if this is a misinterpretation of these two different design standards on my part, or if this was just something that was overlooked when the applicant submitted their plans. Also, when I was looking through the proposal for some of the exemptions, we see that no neighborhood meetings were held, with the potential of adding 508 new potential voters in the residential blocks. We think that this is going to be very important to be able to ask the people in the surrounding communities. As we see this particular property inside of Symphony Park it does have residential places that are around it, but it also has older neighborhoods that are going to be affected by this influx of new development. So I do believe that's going to be important. And then making sure that they're investing in being good neighbors. If you're looking at the field check, which was done at the end of last year, it currently says that this property is not being maintained, that there is trash and debris that is strewed about the property. So we would like, I personally would like for us to actually make sure that they're investing in being good neighbors right now. And then lastly, if we can consider for the city of Las Vegas to propose for new developments that fall within both design standards to actually reference both so that we know that they're in compliance for both of them.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody else that would like to address the city council? Welcome, and would you state your name?
My name is Roshana. I'm a resident, and I would like to address 2 agenda items, yes on 29, and I'd also like to address the fact that we pray here in a city government meeting. I'm against religion and the government hosting religion, but since we are praying to a God, I brought the Holy Bible that I've been reading, and I'm going to read scripture to you so you understand as much as I now understand what it is we are asked to pray to. The book of Genesis, and the terror of God was upon the cities. I am the Lord your God, and I will bring on you sudden terror. Book of Leviticus. I will scatter your bones around the altars, and you shall know that I am the Lord. Ezekiel. For the Lord your God who is among you is a jealous God, and his anger will burn against you, and he will destroy you from the face of the land. Book of Deuteronomy. Take all the heads of the people and hang them before the Lord. This is a book of Numbers. Because the suffering your enemy will inflict on you during the siege, you will eat the fruit of the womb and the flesh of the sons and daughters. This is in Deuteronomy. This is gruesome. I don't know if people read this. You can read it online for free. I had no idea how bad it was until I started reading it. I didn't know how bad it was either until I met people who suffered from the indoctrination, the programming of their heads, the brainwashing of religion. There's a group called Recovering from Religion. You are not alone. I heard horrible stories of people, of the fear, the guilt, the shame, the self-judgment constantly in their lives, starting as children. And this group is based on the volunteers who do this. They've also suffered. There's a number you can call in here. They have therapists too to help people recover from the horrible indoctrination of religion that has controlled their lives. You have a choice. Religion is not something you have to subscribe to. Even if you were raised in it, you can ask questions and call this group. I really encourage people to do that, recovering from religion. And please consider the separation of church and state. Thank you.
And from now on, you may not use an agenda item to speak on a completely separate topic. So if you wish to address in the future, you may do so at the end of the meeting, not during this portion, which is specific to an agenda item. And we thank you for being here. Is there
religion
anybody
is on
else?
The agenda. It's been on the agenda. And I
Is
don't
there
understand why I can't
anybody
address
else
it.
that wishes to address the city council?
In nature, and I'm discussing.
Thank you
the
so
agenda
much
item.
for being
I'm
here.
going to disagree with you, Mayor.
You may indeed. Welcome. Would you state your name?
Hi, Mayor and Council. My name is Stephen Spahn. I'm referencing in item number 32, and this is just general about the historic west side of Las Vegas. My name is Stephen Spahn. I'm the owner of the Doyle on the west side of Mesquite, here on the historic west side at 421 Van Buren. We've been developing the Jackson Street Sculpture Garden, a community art space where the sculptures are being created from recycled materials, including rebar from reconstruction of Jackson Street, and donated items from the community like broken toys, bicycle parts, car fenders. These sculptures are part of a larger sustainability initiative we call Trashed in Vegas, where we work with the community to transform discarded materials into art and educational experiences. What's been really special is that the neighborhood artists and young people have all contributed pieces, so the sculpture reflects the creativity and the history of the West Side. Our hope is to continue developing this space as a space that residents and visitors can experience art, sustainability, and the cultural story of the historic West Side. I would love the opportunity to work with the City of Las Vegas to help grow this into something that celebrates the neighborhood and while bringing arts and cultural tourism to the area. Thank you for your time and everything that you're all doing for the community.
Thank you so much. And when I was on Love on Jackson last weekend, I had the opportunity to view the sculptures, and they're really quite special. Will you state your name for the record?
My name is Eric Melchizedek Christ Nimrod. You can find Melchizedek Christ and Nimrod in the Bible as heroes. Although Nimrod is taught as an evil person in Christianity and Judaism, and also there's a curse being taught on so-called black people. It's never explained. They come close, but not close enough. We must flood the artificial intelligence because got an artificial religion. Yes. And I'd like to congratulate the Girl Scouts. Bam, they're great, fantastic organization. Metro Police Department, I'm glad they're on their job because there's a whole lot of things out there that's insane that they have to deal with. Also, the ratification of Megan Delaney as Communications Director, I'm for. The reappointment of Michaela Keller to the Ward 3 Department Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission, I am for. And the appointment of the Fire Chief Fernando Gray, Deputy City Manager Tim Hacker, and Chief Financial Officer Susan Hetzley to the Clark County 911 Emergency Response Advisory Committee, I'm for. I am not for all of a sudden cutting out these public comment sections. If we have something to say at one and something to say at another, the public should be given that time. Now you've cutting it off, being. You have something against the public?
Thank you very much. Is there anybody else that would like to address the city council?
I have two cards here, a Heather DeGrand and a Chaton Daniels. If you're in the audience, this is your time.
I didn't fill out a card, but I'd like to address the council.
It's perfectly all right.
Thank you, Mayor.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Al Lasso from the city. I live in Las Vegas. Good morning, Mayor and Council. I just had a comment about community development. I've been a lawyer for 25 years, and I've lived here for 30 years, and I've represented DUI, people who have been accused of DUI, and then victims of a DUI. And this community is having a lot of problems with DUIs right now. It's getting worse and worse. And so I wanted to come up and offer you something that through my experience, I thought may help this council or this community go further. And that is, perhaps think about, from a day forward, freestanding bars, make them ride share only. No parking lots except for the handicapped. And this way, maybe give them incentives to do ride share only. It would decrease the amount of land they would have to use. It would incentivize people not to obviously drive there. And it would, the law enforcement, God bless them that we're here, it would cut down on what they have to do because they're busy saving lives in other areas. So I'd ask you to maybe consider some incentives, maybe licensing permits or zoning specialties for freestanding bars going forward so that there's no parking spaces except for the handicapped, of course, and just ride share drop off. And so that's something I just, from my experience and what I see in dealing with this and why people get in cars and why they don't, if they don't have the ability to, I believe that would cut down. So just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Lasso.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anybody else wishing to address the city council? Seeing none, we will go to agenda item number 8. Oh. Are you coming to address the city council? All right. Welcome, and please state your name.
My name is Heather DeGrand, and I don't know if I'm supposed to speak now on something that's not on the agenda.
It would be at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
For public comment. We'll look forward to your comment.
Okay, sorry.
Nope, perfectly okay. Is there anybody else? In that case, we will go to agenda item number 8. For possible action, any items from the 9:30 a.m. session that the council, staff, and/or applicant wish to be stricken, tabled, withdrawn, or held in abeyance to a future meeting may be brought forward and acted upon at this time. Mayor Pro Tem.
Madam Mayor, I have two items. 41 R-15 2026, there's an abeyance request by the staff until the April 1st, 2026 City Council meeting. And items 51A through 51B, 25-0096 VAR1 and STR1, applicant owner is Searles Oz Land LLC on 2.25 acres at the northeast corner of Searles Avenue and 23rd Street. There's an abeyance request by the applicant until the April 1st, 2026 City Council meeting, and that'll be my motion.
All right. Please vote. Oops. Brian, do you know how to fix this? Here we go. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item number 9, for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the February 4th, 2026 regular City Council meeting. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Move to approve.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item number 10. Items 10 through 38 are on the consent agenda, are considered to be routine, are recommended for approval by the departments, and may be enacted in one motion. Are there any other items the council wishes to bring forward? Oh, we're okay. Okay. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion for the consent agenda for items 10 through 38?
Move to approve items 10 through 38 on the consent agenda.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Unless there's an objection, I would like to bring forward item 40 ahead of item 39. Seeing no objection, we will move forward.
Good morning, Mayor
Mr.
Berkeley.
Jansen.
Mayor Berkeley, members of City Council, good morning. For the record, Mike Jansen, City Manager. I'm here before you today on this item, first to welcome Megan Delaney to the City of Las Vegas family, and with your support, bring Megan on board as your next Director of Communications. Before I turn the mic over to Megan, I'd like to share with you a little background on her communications career. Megan earned her undergraduate degree from the Newhouse School of Communications at Syracuse University and a Master of Public Administration from UNLV. Go Rebs. In Nevada, her first communications role was with the Las Vegas Review-Journal as a reporter. She then worked for College of Southern Nevada as a communications coordinator. Then, during one of the most difficult times in our nation's history, at the height of the COVID pandemic, she served as the communications director for former Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak. Currently, she works as the media relations manager for Nevada Energy. Mayor and Council, with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to Megan, and I thank you for your support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is very brief. Mayor, City Council, City team, I am Megan Delaney. I'm immensely grateful and thankful to be here today for your approval. I truly believe Las Vegas is the greatest city in the world, and I'm very excited to join the Office of Communications as director with your approval today. I want to thank you for your consideration and your faith in me. I do want to quickly thank my family. My parents don't live in the great state of Nevada, but they are watching on the live stream. My husband and a few of my friends are here today in support, so I wouldn't be here without them behind me at all times. So I'm very excited and ready to get to work, and thank you for your consideration today.
Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. Does any member of the City Council wish to make a comment? Okay, wait, no, comment first. May I have a motion, Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I will make a first comment. I've had the privilege of working with you in the past, and it was enjoyable. I appreciate every chance that I had to work with you. Both in person, over text, lots and lots of text, which you can continue to expect from this council. And then I would also just tell you that you have an amazing team that you're walking into, from the people sitting over here to the people behind the window to the people downstairs in the TV studio to the people doing social media and marketing for the City of Las Vegas. It's a fantastic team. So we are lucky to have you and lucky for every single person on the communications team. So with that, I will move to approve item number 40.
All right, shall we vote? Please post. Motion carries. Congratulations. We will now hear related items 39 and 42 together. Agenda item 39, regarding the fair market value of the City of Las Vegas owned vacant real property based on the current appraisal report in anticipation of the sale and development of 1.54 acres located at the northeast corner of Shadow Lane and Wellness Way. Item number 42. R-16-2026, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding that the disposition and development of the properties located at 709 Shadow Lane and 1600, 1604, 1608, 1700, 1706, 1710, and 1712 Wellness Way, and additional unaddressed parcels located at the northeast corner of Shadow Lane and Wellness Way to the Parting Seas Wellness LLC is in the best interest of the public downtown master plan. These items are in Ward 1. Item 39 is a public hearing, which I now declare open. Ms. Babsky.
Yes, good morning, Mayor. Good morning, City Council members. Dina Babsky, Director of EUD for the city. And with me here today is our much valued partner, Jason Madelon. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, we are here today to present for your consideration a very exciting project, a project that has been in the works for quite a while, but it definitely has been worth the time that we have taken to bring you what we're about to reveal. I also want to highlight that this project is the result of our continued efforts and our work to support the City Council priorities, specifically related to healthcare, job creation, and economic diversification. The project site map, so this is a city-owned parcel, 1.5 acres on the northeast corner of Wellness and Shadow, right in the core of the medical district. And the proposed project is going to be a brand new Class A medical office building, 84,000 square feet, almost 85,000 square feet. And just to mention, we haven't had a Class A medical office building in the medical district in many, many years now. So this is going to be one of the firsts in a while. Along with the proposed project for the medical office, the development will also include a parking structure, which is also very important because we know when we visit doctors how important it is to be in close proximity to go to see your providers. So this particular development will include a 5-story garage and a 350-plus stall capacity. In addition to that, as you all know, we are very much into walkability in the medical district and just as a general city and urban development approach. So there's going to be a 2,700 square feet of retail in the bottom floor of the building to essentially provide those additional amenities, whether it's a coffee shop or a restaurant or whatnot. So that's definitely an exciting part of the project. And right before you is the amazing rendering of what the building will look like. As I mentioned, it is 1.54 acres, and the appraised value, since it is a public hearing, it appraised at $2.74 million. With that said, this purchase price for the developer is set at $1.34 million, and we are essentially using this write-down to unlock the $100 million investment that the project will bring once it's fully built out, including tenant improvements. Again, it's a strategic partnership for us through this land transaction in order to bring developers like Mr. Madelon to downtown and continue to grow our medical ecosystem. So if the development agreement is approved today, essentially for the next 18 to 24 months is the timeline for the building to be fully constructed. And the close of escrow, which is when Mr. Madelon and his team will actually buy the land, is scheduled for about a year, a little over a year from now. And normally that happens right before the team is ready to pull the building permits and start construction. All right, well, one more slide and a few more beautiful pictures of the building. Just wanted to say that this is an excellent type of partnership for the city. Parting Seas, they are a locally rooted developer who's been investing in Las Vegas Valley, I guess, over 15 years now. And so we're truly excited because they are developers who are long-term stakeholders in Las Vegas. And I am very excited to pass the mic over to Mr. Madelon to talk a little bit more about the project.
Thank you, Dina. Mayor, City Council people, thank you for hearing us today. And I want to thank Dina and Tracy and Jen and my team and all the people behind the scenes to help bring this to life and bring us in front of you today. The building that we've designed is definitely medically MOB, a medical office building design for pre-op and post-op. It has the flexibility to have a surgery center on the bottom floor. Can go up from imaging from there and then traditional office for medical. We've been in conversations with single tenant users for consolidation clinics, specialty practices, education, as well as some incubator space type of users. So we're very excited to bring this to you. We are very optimistic about the project. The time to close, about those 12 months, that is kind of our traditional planning to get this thing to where it needs to be so we can put a shovel in the ground and bring it to life. So with that said, we're very excited to be here, all the time and effort and years that's been put in to get here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody else wishing to speak on this agenda item? Seeing no one, I will close the public meeting. Are there any questions or comments from the council? No? Oh, yes, Ms. Summers-Armstrong.
Good morning, and I'm really excited. I think this is beautiful. I love the architectural styling. It's beautiful. I would just encourage you to reach out to the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority. They are doing some pre-apprenticeship training, and this would be a great opportunity for us to collaborate with them as they are trying to upskill their residents into self-sufficiency. This is close enough in proximity for people who don't have a vehicle to be able to get to you and get to work and use the skills that they are learning through their work with the Flex program. I'm always excited when things are happening in Ward 1, my colleague and neighbor here, because of the proximity and the opportunity that it offers for folks in my community in Ward 5 in historic West Las Vegas to actually use skills and get better jobs and improve their lives. So this is amazing. I'm looking forward to your grand opening, but I'm also looking forward to the opportunity that this creates for jobs and opportunity and growth for our community.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else that wishes to make a comment? In that case, that no action is required on agenda item 39. Is there a motion on related item 42? Councilman Knutson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Matalone, thank you so much for your investment in the city of Las Vegas. This is an incredibly important project, not just from the land development perspective, but from the opportunity to increase the quality and access to healthcare, which is a priority of the city of Las Vegas. And Ms. Babsky, thanks to you and your team for the vision for using our land in the best way possible, because I think this is a strategic investment that will bring forth a lot more private and public investment into the area. So thank you very much. With that, I will move to approve item number 42 and hope you go a lot faster than a year.
I'll do my best.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Congratulations. We will now move on to agenda item 41. This item was held in abeyance till April 1, 2026 City Council meeting. Agenda item 43, boards and commissions. Discussion for possible action regarding the reappointment of Makala Kelly to a Ward 3 seat of the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission. Ms. Keller was originally appointed to one of the Ward 3 seats in 2020. She has the recommendation of the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Director, is eligible and wishes to continue to serve. May I have a motion, Councilwoman Diaz?
Yes, I move to reappoint Makala Keller to her seat on the Parks and Rec Advisory Commission.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 44. Discussion for possible action regarding the appointment of nominees Fire Chief Fernando Gray, Deputy City Manager Tim Hacker, and Chief Financial Officer Susan Hetzley as the alternative to the Clark County 911 Emergency Response Advisory Committee. The Clark County 911 Emergency Response Advisory Committee was created to advise the Board of County Commissioners and to develop, maintain, and annually review the county's 5-year master plan for 911 services and recommend surcharge expenditures to the board. The City of Las Vegas is to appoint 2 members. And 1 member must be the Chief Law Enforcement Officer or designee of the Las Vegas Municipal Court Marshal Division, and 1 alternate to the committee. I approve these appointments and I move to make it official. Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 45. Recommending committee, bills eligible for adoption at this meeting. Councilman Knutson, would you like to have the bill read?
Yes, Mayor.
Bill number 2026-4, an ordinance to amend LVMC section 2.26.40 pertaining to the compensation for alternate municipal judges and to provide for other related matters.
Move to approve.
Shall we vote? Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 46. Items 46 through 50 are on the consent agenda, are considered to be routine, and are recommended for approval by the Department of Community Development. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion to approve this consent agenda?
Yes, Mayor, but if, with your permission, I'm going to ask planning staff to read in an amended condition on item number 48.
Thank you. Through you, Madam Mayor, Peter Lowenstein for the record. So the proposed amendment of conditions of approval would be to condition number 1 to reflect a date of February 21st, 2029. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I believe we need to ask the applicant if they're okay with that.
Good morning, Jennifer Lazovich, 1980 Festival Plaza Drive, here this morning on behalf of the applicant for this item. Yes, we are fine with that. We appreciate that, and I just wanted to ask Mr. Lowenstein if that change in year applies to all of the EOTs, EOT 1, 2, 3, 4, all the condition number 1s?
So through you, this is item 48, which is one item, correct?
Can I have one more? Ah, yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, for the one that you are talking about, I am fine with the additional year, and there's only one item for it. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. There's a question. Yes.
Ms. Summers Armstrong.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to ask planning staff if we could just have a conversation about the concern that was brought about by the citizen for 46. And if there's, just have some clarity about the two plans and whether or not we are, this is new to me, and so I have a citizen that has a concern. I just would like us to make some time to talk about that. Not today, but.
Okay,
Not
so
today.
you would like them to come and brief you?
And also to talk with the citizen. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. Okay, Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion?
Yes, with the amended condition read into the record by Mr. Lowenstein, I'm going to move to approve the consent agenda 46 through 50.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 51 has been held in abeyance. Agenda item 52. 25-0390-SDR1, abeyance item, site development plan, review, applicant Kivan Khorshid, owner, Dental Training Center and Digital Lab, Inc., for possible action on a land use entitlement project request for a proposed 6-story, 70-unit mixed-use development within 2,177 square feet of commercial area with waivers of Appendix F, interim downtown Las Vegas development standards, Area 2 on 0.30 acres at the southeast corner of Gas Avenue and 7th Street, C1 Limited Commercial Zone, Ward 3, Ms. Diaz. The Planning Commission recommends approval. Staff recommends denial. This is a public hearing that I now declare open. Is the applicant present?
Good morning, Sheldon Colin, 2140 East Pebble Road, representing the applicant. As you see in front of you, it's a new proposed 6-story building, mixed use. First story would have some retail on it, including parking, and above that would be a 56 units of apartments. Currently, I've worked with the planning department and our planning commissioner, and we reduced it down to what you see today to bring it into more in line with enough parking to match the units. And also at the same time, one of the other commissioners asked for more landscaping at the street level, which we provided along 7th Street. And in working with Councilwoman Diaz's office, we introduced more plants along the facade of the building to bring into less of a heat gain problem. And we reduced the look of the building in regards to colors to also improve on that. So I wanted to thank the Councilwoman's office for helping me take care of all that. I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you so much. May I have a staff report, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. The proposed 6-story, 88-foot-tall development is out of scale with the surrounding area in the Founders District, which predominantly consists of 2- and 3-story developments, as demonstrated by the numerous requested waivers pertaining to required on-site parking spaces, landscape buffers, lot coverage, and building setbacks that do not conform to Title 19 development standards. Staff has determined the subject site as proposed will be overbuilt. Therefore, we are recommending denial, but the applicant is correct in all the revisions that have been submitted to staff. They're in your backup. They are reflecting the new dates for the plans that are in your backup. So there are no additional condition changes unless there's something from the council. With that, thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else wishing to address the City Council on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Are there any questions or comments from the City Council? Okay. Ms. Diaz, is there a motion?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Before I make my motion, I want to thank you for taking in the input and massaging in more trees and more greenery because we can't get enough of them. We're so many decades behind that we just need to augment as much as we can every project at a time. I did ask my staff about, I would want to see that greenery on the different levels in perpetuity. So I did want to ask Peter what would be the best way that the city can basically make sure that the green is there throughout the existence of the building, not just when it opens, because sometimes we get it pretty and we do things when the city's checking, but then later we don't. So I just wanted to see if there's any additional condition that we would have to state on the record just to maintain the integrity of what's being proposed.
Through you, Madam Mayor. So as far as the balconies, we did have a discussion about how to maintain those in perpetuity. That if these are for rent product or for sale product, then it becomes, if they're condominiumized, then you end up having individual owners. I think you'd have a CC&R document that would have to require those. We have conformance to the building elevations. What you're looking at right now is renderings. The building elevations, if they depict it, they would have to conform to it. The only other thing we can say is that you do a required review on the project after it's constructed, and then if through that required review, you do a survey of it. If it's found to be accessible or in a conformance, you can always then approve it with another required review and continuously do that, or make a decision
So that required review, would we do it a couple of years after the building opens?
Right, so a building like this might actually have certificate of occupancies depending on which floors they do, because it's multiple floors, but at the completion of the building and full occupancy of the building, then you can start doing required reviews on an annual basis. So if that is something you're interested in, I can craft something.
Can you? And while you're crafting that condition, I just wanted to just also educate my colleagues that after receiving some concerns about it being overbuilt, but then weighing back in with my planning commissioner and the vision of the city, I come back to, we have adopted form-based code in many areas of the city, and I do believe this is the sounder approach moving into the future because it maximizes what land we have and we go vertical, right? And we create more living spaces, and more spaces means competition, and more competition means drive down the rent prices for our community. So, from planning, it did come down now to 56 units, so it's no longer the 70 that they were originally intending to build. And then after getting my wins with helping us mitigate some heat island effect issues, I'm good. So, Mr. Lowenstein, do you have your language ready for us?
Well, I didn't type it out, but I'll do it off the top of my head. So,
Okay.
I would say, would you like an administrative required review or a public hearing first, so I know which way to draft it?
Administrative, do you think?
If we do administrative, if we find an issue, we will bring it before the council. That's fine.
Correct.
So an administrative required review shall be conducted, you want it 3 years after occupancy of the building? 3 years from the final certificate of occupancy for the structure, for review of the streetscape and building facade greenery.
Do
We're
you
agreeing
agree
on that.
to that condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
With
and
that, I'm
with
going to
that-
move to approve agenda item 52.
Okay, please vote. Post.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Congratulations. We're excited to see it. Agenda item 53. 25-0527-VAR1, variance, applicant owner James R. McClary and Nicole N. Springs McClary for possible action on a land use entitlement project request to allow a proposed patio cover that does not conform to Title 19.06 Development Standards for stepbacks in height on a 0.15 acres at 10435 Irish Cliffs Court, RD, Single Family Residential Restricted Zone, Ward 4. This is Ms. Alan Polensky. The Planning Commission recommends approval. The staff recommends denial. This is a public hearing. I now declare it open. Is the applicant present?
Yes, I'm James McClary. I live at the address 10435 Irish Cliffs Court. Last time I was here, we had brought this up and we said, could I get signatures from the neighbors? And I can get all the signatures from all the neighbors except for one, and it's the one on the right. But I did have many conversations trying to make sure I could make them happy. So originally it was a 14-foot shade structure to accommodate a 14-foot tall trailer. So I did some research and I found other RVs that I would like to get, that I could get that are not as tall. So I reduced the structure to 12'6", because I guess the height as loud as 12 foot. So the opening of the structure would be 12 foot on one side and 13 on the other side, so I could fit the RV in there. And I had them over to my house and I showed them a rendering. So here's the backyard. Here's the front yard. Here's the backyard. Here's one that's around the corner. This was the super high one. So I drew up a rendering here. They were first worried about the shade going into their window, and we got this set up to where it could tell you the time of the day and where the shadows would be, and where the shadow would be at 8 a.m. was there, and that would be a 3-foot setback from the wall to the edge of the shade structure at the 12'6" height of an opening. Oh, and then I also showed them from inside their house, if they're looking through the window, what they would see. They didn't like it because it was gonna not show the sky. So I was able to show this from their window. So this is going towards the backyard. This one's going in their window towards the front yard. So I could show them that they could still see sky. So I was just trying to accommodate everything for them on this shade structure. So this is now 12 foot for the opening, and it'd be 13 feet from the ground to the edge here. They finally said yes to the 3 foot from the edge of the shade structure to the wall. They were okay with that. They were also okay with the height, which I think that's what our issue was to begin with. But now what they don't like is they don't like how it goes into this, to the rooftop. Because if I bring the post, they want the post to come from the shade structure to the ground. And I said, I didn't understand why. And they couldn't really tell me why, but they just said they won't sign off unless the posts go to the ground. So I don't know how to go about this any further with them. Like I don't want one of these in my yard, obviously. And I want to get this, but the reason why I don't want these is because I have my pool equipment and everything here, and a barbecue, and I don't know how, digging through this to get through underneath the pool equipment, and then also having posts on the side of the house. I didn't know if that was even part of the rules to have that in your house or not. So I just don't really know where to go from this point.
Thank you so much. May I have a staff report?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Seth Floyd for the record. Mayor, no evidence of a unique or extraordinary circumstance has been presented, and that the applicant has created a self-imposed hardship by proposing to construct an RV cover that does not meet Title 19 setback and height requirements. Therefore, staff is recommending denial of the variance request. I would also add for the discussion, we have not seen these new renderings or plans yet. However, I think if you do want to proceed, I think we have some condition changes that we can make, but just wanted you to be aware of it. We have not evaluated these plans yet.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anybody here wishing to be heard on this agenda item? Seeing no one, I will close the meeting. Are there any questions or comments from the council members? Okay, Ms. Allen Polensky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. McCleary, are you an engineer?
No, I am not.
You've done an impressive amount of work here, and I appreciate all you've done to try to ameliorate your neighbor. I believe that's to the west.
Yes.
I don't think that they have any say in what it looks like on the other side. I appreciate them coming to agreement and you working together with the height and the shadows. Pretty impressive. Let's pass this back to Mr. Floyd because you've come through with different heights through the process. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to make this work. Mr. Floyd, help us.
Councilwoman Seth Floyd for the record, I think the simplest way to address that is variance condition number 2 references the 14-foot height. He's represented today that it's now a 12-foot request, so we can amend that condition to reflect.
12.6. Is it 12.6 on one side and 13 on the other for the slope?
So we would measure the highest point, so then we would reduce that to a 13-foot height, and we'll put that in condition number 2 of the variance request.
I could get this re-engineered too and bring different prints down if need be.
So for purposes of today, if it's just a matter of amending the height, he will obviously still have to get a building permit, and so he'll go through that process, and that's when he can submit those drawings.
So it sounds like no different renderings needed. We're going to make this condition.
Yeah, so we'll just, Peter's got the amended condition here. We can read it in so you're clear on what that says.
Beautiful.
Through you, Madam Mayor. So the condition number 2 would read, a variance hereby approved to allow a 13-foot tall patio cover where 12 feet is the maximum height allowed. Thank you.
And that's the opening, so the opening part to the bottom of that, so it's 12 on the right-hand side, 13 to the bottom of that on the left. So do we have to, I mean, is that, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think the outside is, I don't have the other prints. I think you guys have them. I think it's 8 inches.
The 13 feet covers everything that he's proposing to do. He's on record stating that one side will be 12.6, the other side will be 13. So
His comment is the 13 mark is the bottom as opposed to the top. So that's 3 inches more?
It could be 8 inches more from the bottom of that to the top. So it's 12.6 to the bottom. It's the open space underneath, and that is what I have.
I would need the dimension from the highest point of the structure.
Okay.
Okay.
So 13 point.
So it would be 8 inches higher
Just
than.
maybe make it 14.
We would just leave it at 14,
Oh.
and then there's no amended condition at this point in time.
Okay, all right.
Okay, it sounds good. Thank you, Mr. McCleary, for doing your homework and doing all the diligence that you can possible. I appreciate you and your openness towards your neighbor. I hope Thanksgiving works out okay this year. We're going to move to approve item number 53 with the condition stated by Mr. Lowenstein earlier.
Through you, Madam Mayor, there is no condition changes, just as, the item as it is.
Okay, thank you.
With that clarification, please vote. Post. Motion carries. Congratulations.
What do
I
I
hope
do?
it will look beautiful.
I just go build it now?
Go build.
Go build.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes, I will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, there's that, yes. Agenda item 54, reports and presentations. Report by Dr. Reese Oswalt, Region 2 Superintendent, on the current educational operations in the schools within the Clark County School District and the City of Las Vegas. This affects all wards. Dr. Malich.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and City Council members. Dr. Tammy Malich, Director of Youth Development and Social Initiatives. For the record, Today we have the quarterly report for quarter 4 for the Clark County School District as required by NRS 388G.630 and CCSD Regulation 2130. The report today will cover end-of-year data from 24-25 school year on chronic absenteeism, suspensions, and expulsions. And with that, I will turn it over to Region 2 Superintendent, Dr. Reese Oswald.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mayor Berkeley and council members. My name is Reese Oswald, and I'm the Region 2 Superintendent for the Clark County School District. This morning, in relation to compliance status, there have been no notices of noncompliance or compliance disputes submitted to the district since the last status update. This morning, I'll be reviewing disaggregated data that was presented to the Board of Trustees during the 4th quarter year of 2025. Topics include student attendance and behavior. In relation to chronic absenteeism, there was a 5.5% decrease in the percentage of students who were designated chronically absent. Most notably, nearly all student groups showed a 3-year trend of decreasing chronic absenteeism. In relation to student behavior, overall, there were 103 fewer suspensions, resulting in removals from instruction. With that said, there has been an increase in suspensions resulting in removals from instruction for students eligible for special education who are English language learners. There was also a slight increase in discretionary expulsions, particularly for students eligible for special education, English language learners, and Black African American students. Now, as we conclude our data review, I'm proud to transition into some celebrations. Hyde Park Middle School is celebrating student Shahir Hassan, who is one of only 9 students who received the Ken Ross Gold Star Award. In addition, Hyde Park's all-female team was one of 60 teams across the United States to win NASA's TechRise Challenge, and for the next 18 weeks will be working directly with NASA on a balloon experiment in preparation for a suborbital flight test on a NASA-sponsored vehicle. Central Career Technical Academy worked closely with CCSD Facilities and Maintenance to launch a student worker position. This program has our school district in the process of hiring 20 of our students in a variety of positions from HVAC to plumbing. Las Vegas Academy is celebrating being recognized by Magnet Schools of America as a top magnet school of excellence. In addition, Everett Guerin placed first, Nadia Fritag placed second, and Rachel Forney placed third in the Rotary Four-Way Speech Contest. Everett and Nadia will advance to the regional competition, and all 3 students earned cash prizes for their outstanding achievements. And last, Clark High School, DECA, had 10 first-place winners at the Nevada State Career Development Conference and 3 first-place winners at the Nevada Technology Student Association State Conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions or comments from members of the council? Seeing none, we thank you so much for your report. This is a report only. No action is required, so we will move on to the next agenda item. Agenda item 55, set date on any appeals filed or required public hearings. I would instruct the city clerk to set the public hearing date and appeals from the City Planning Commission meetings and dangerous buildings or nuisance litter abatements.
Will do, thank you.
Thank you so much. Citizen participation, agenda item 56, citizens participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the City Council. No subject may be acted upon by the City Council unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come to the podium and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed to speak, may be limited. This is your opportunity to address the council, but the council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak under this portion of the agenda? I will limit the amount of time to 2 minutes. Welcome, and please state your name.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and council members. My name is Grace Albanese, A-L-B-A-N-E-S-E. And there's a business model in the fast food industry that's being used primarily by Hispanics here in Las Vegas that are here illegally, that dominate the fast food industry. And I believe it is an exchange of money for jobs, which is criminal, and it's doing irreparable harm to a lot of citizens here that cannot get jobs due to this model, this business model, whereby in the human resources of these fast food restaurants, I believe that money is changing hands due to the large number of Hispanics that just dominate the fast food jobs here in Las Vegas. If this is true, then, you know, it's obviously against the law to exchange money for jobs, or it's just outright discrimination against hiring other races besides just Hispanics who dominate the fast food industry in their jobs. And I think that we should tax these fast food restaurants if to discourage this form of criminal behavior here in Las Vegas. Tax them to discriminate against this form. And so it's a business model to whereby money is changing hands, primarily in the human resources of these fast food restaurants amongst primarily Hispanics who are here illegally. Why should I hire an American if I can get paid to hire a Hispanic? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody else wishing to speak to the City Council? Thank you for your patience. Would you state your name for the record?
Hello, my name is Heather DeGrand. I am currently homeless and staying at the Courtyard here in Las Vegas. I want to speak about the pattern of disrespectful and unprofessional behavior I have witnessed from security staff towards residents. I have seen residents being spoken to with aggression, profanity, and belittling language. I've personally been talked down to and dismissed when trying to explain a situation. This morning, I overheard security guards talking about how a resident was annoying. And I should not be hearing staff speak negatively about the people they are supposed to be helping. We are homeless. We are vulnerable, and many of us are already dealing with trauma. The last thing anyone working in this environment should be doing is belittling or mocking residents. The Courtyard is supposed to be a trauma-informed place where people can stabilize and work on themselves. But the way staff speak to us creates the opposite environment. It feels more like a boot camp than a supportive place for those experiencing homelessness. When residents are yelled at, cursed at, or talked about behind their backs, it creates fear, shame, and re-traumatization. I'm asking for the review of the Courtyard's practices and for the proper training and oversight to ensure that staff communicate with residents respectfully and professionally. People cannot work on themselves or feel safe when the people in charge of safety are the ones causing harm. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Is there anybody else wishing to address the City Council? Welcome, and please state your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Shatan Daniels, and I'm currently homeless, staying at the Courtyard here in Las Vegas. I was born a female, and I identify as female. My ID says female, and I have female organs. A few years ago, I took hormones, and today my voice and facial hair still have the effects. But that doesn't change who I am, which is a female. During my stay at the Courtyard, I have experienced repeated incidents where security guards have spoken to me with aggression, profanity, and disrespect due to my gender. While sleeping in the female section, I have been woken up multiple times out of my sleep, once told that the only place that I can sleep is the transgender section, or I had to leave. So I left, because I'm not a transgender. The next day, I spoke with administration and the issue was resolved, and I returned to sleeping in the female section. The following day, multiple guards surrounded me in my sleep, waking me up, yelling at me, and accusing me of lying about my gender. I don't appreciate being constantly harassed due to my gender. No resident should have a gender identity forced on them or denied, and no one should be spoken to in a way that's aggressive or humiliating. These actions create fear and instability. I'm asking for proper training and accountability, including training on gender identity and trauma-informed communication and de-escalation. Just because we're homeless doesn't mean that we don't deserve to be treated with respect. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Daniels. Is there anybody else wishing to speak to the City Council? Seeing none, we will move on to Agenda Item 57. Council emerging issues. Discussion regarding potential items for future City Council agendas, all wards. Any discussion must be limited to whether or not such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda, and no discussion regarding the substance of any such proposed topic shall occur. No action shall be taken. Do any members of the council have any topics that they would like to bring forward under this item? Seeing none, we will move to Agenda Item 58. Council member recognition. Comments made by individual City Council members during this portion of the agenda will not be acted upon by the City Council unless that subject is on the agenda and scheduled for action. Let us start with Ms. Kelly.
Thank you very much, Mayor. We're having fun in Ward 2. Love serving our constituents, and I'm happy to have attended my first Hope for Prisoners graduation. What a wonderful organization. It's such a privilege to be there. During the ceremony, I met the founder, John Ponder, whose leadership and personal journey continued to inspire meaningful change in Las Vegas. It was an honor to hand out the certificates to the graduates, to high-five them as they walked in. Really proud of the uplifting and powerful message of their class speaker, and so felt it was more than an honor to be there. As we talked about with the Girl Scouts, it's Happy Women's History Month, and as we recognize the generations of women whose leadership, advocacy, and service have shaped our nation and our community. International Women's Day began in 1909 in the United States and became a global observance in 1911, recognizing women's labor rights, civic leadership, and ongoing fight for equality. March 8th was later established as the permanent date following women-led demonstrations in 1917 that helped advance voting rights and social reform. As we know, here in Las Vegas, Jan Jones Blackhurst became the first woman elected as the mayor of the city of Las Vegas and helped guide our city through significant growth and downtown redevelopment. And in my young 57 years, this may also seem as a long time ago that we recognized women and helped advance voting rights and social reform, but it was not so long ago that my grandmother, who was Mrs. Raymond Kelly, was not allowed to own a home and have her own credit. And so we are, I think it's a glorious time to recognize the advancements for women and the continued need to, as our public speaker said earlier, continue that recognition and respect. We have another neighborhood office hours. I'm having so much fun being in the Veterans Memorial Community Center, which is our community center in Ward 2. It's on March 19th. We're changing our time to see if we meet some new folks, but I actually have started to have people who come there to meet with me as opposed to trying to stop the people who are on their way to exercise classes and working out and taking their children and saying hello. And that's really has been very rewarding. We're meeting different types of people, and it's wonderful to be able to articulate that the city council is closest to the people and that our job is to work for them. And I love making sure that everyone in Ward 2 understands that. And finally, we want our folks who live in our residence to sign up for Ward 2 newsletter. If you have any inquiries, we're always here, and you can reach out on the next screen to the email address or the telephone number. I don't do social media, so this is unfortunately the one single way, but we have all these lovely, we have our Ward 2 warriors are all women, and I'm glad to be able to help celebrate our success with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ms. Bruni.
Thank you, Mayor. We are excited to start our report today by sharing that Ward 6 is home to another great business. We are pleased to welcome Brew Tea to Ward 6. This is their 4th or 5th location, and all early signs suggest that this is going to be one of their most popular destinations. Welcome, and thank you for doing business in Ward 6. We hosted a special Galentine's Day at one of our local businesses, Vibes DIY Studio, where women gather to connect and get a little creative. Thanks to Mary Beth for the partnership, and thank you again, Mayor Berkeley, for joining us a couple of weeks ago to visit Vibes DIY Studio. Last week, we were very excited to be able to attend the launch of the International U.S. Walking Soccer Association. This association is making Las Vegas, Nevada, its national home base. Walking soccer is now available in 85 countries, and it's a great sport for seniors, veterans, and even younger athletes who may want to slow down. At the end of February, we were thrilled to celebrate the opening of Sun Haven, another Ovation property that's providing 50 units of permanent supportive housing for our chronically homeless and hardest to serve. Of the entire housing stock that we have in the valley, less than a quarter is dedicated to permanent supportive housing, so this is a really important addition to serve our chronically homeless. This project is a great example of the power of partnership, as it involved state Home Means Nevada initiative funds, SNARA project-based vouchers, and county support. UNLV Mojave Counseling and West Care will be providing the critical counseling, case management, and wraparound services that make permanent supportive housing models so effective. We were excited to kick off our pickleball series last Friday, thanks to the neighbors who came out to play and have some good conversation. Last Saturday, we held our first neighborhood office hours and then connected with pet lovers at our first Yappy Hour of the year. It's clear that we have a lot of dog lovers in Ward 6. Join us this Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. for our first document shredding event of the year. Please bring your old documents in plastic bags, brown paper bags, or boxes that you want to discard. Please don't bring your plastic bins or containers you want back, because it really does slow down the flow of getting everyone through in a timely manner. After you discard your old documents, head over to our Centennial Spring Celebration at the Norman Rockwell area in Pop Squires Park, where we will be celebrating from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll have music, vendors, food trucks, and lots of fun and free activities for our little humans. Thanks to Metro's Office of Community Engagement for the partnership. Join us at our monthly Bocaditos with Bruni on March 19th from 9 to 10 a.m. at our Centennial Hills YMCA office. And then join us for our next Connector Series event, Pilates in the Park, on Saturday, March 21st from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at Pop Squires Park. Bring your mat and come for exercise and fellowship. After the Pilates in the Park event, head over to the Centennial Hills YMCA for our Easter-themed aqua egg hunt from 10 a.m. to noon. Kids will enjoy a special egg hunt in the pool, as well as arts and craft activities. We'll have food trucks and open swim time for all families. Then on Tuesday, March 24th, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., we'll be hosting a town hall where our city engineer and our public works team will be meeting with neighbors to give them an update on the Iron Mountain construction plan. The town hall will be at Shadow Ridge High School. In the spirit of spring, please join us on April 4th from 10 to 12 at Floydland Park for our annual Spring Fling, which includes music, a classic car show, and a pet parade show. Please contact our office if you'd like to show your classic car or join us as a vendor. As always, we want to hear from you. Please email us at ward6@lasvegasnevada.gov or call us at 702-229-5463. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Councilwoman Diaz.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and I just want to say happy International Women's Month to all of you fabulous ladies, and of course MPT. He can be celebrating with us too. He has to put up with us, so he better celebrate us. All right. Just wanted to share with you all the good work that we're doing in this city. On February 18th, we had the Nevada Arts Council grant information session, and the Nevada Arts Council presented on the various grant opportunities and fellowship programs to a room full of artists and arts organizations. I want to thank the Southern Nevada team of the Arts Council, but also our very own Ramiro Reyes and Government and Community Affairs for helping bring a bilingual presentation to this East Las Vegas Community Center offering. So please check out the Nevada Arts Council website if you missed that opportunity to get all the information so that you can stay apprised of opportunities for you. On February 19th, we were also at the East Las Vegas Community Center celebrating the community baby shower. Want to thank the Southern Nevada Health District and all the community partners who offered vital resources to our expecting moms. I love seeing so many new moms and soon-to-be moms receiving important information and supplies as they start this beautiful next chapter of their lives. February 20th, Arlene and my office attended the ceremony to celebrate 33 Jeremiah Program Academic All-Stars. These are single mothers who earned a 3.0 GPA or higher, and 8 of them achieved a 4.0 GPA last semester in their school. So I'm incredibly proud of all of the work that Jeremiah Program is doing to help single mothers providing them the opportunities to lift them, inspire, to aspire, and then especially making sure that the children are following the example of the mom. So special shout out to Naomi Deloney, who's in the photo on the bottom right, holding her 2-day-old baby for this graduation. So many women pregnant, giving birth, and coming back to graduate from these programs. So they are truly an inspiration, and thank you to Dr. Maria Tucker and her team for all of the support. And I know that my colleague here is very involved too, Councilwoman Bruni, so thank you for supporting all the women in need. On February 28th, we were at the Arts District unveiling the updated mural, Let's Get There Together. And this is always led by the Southern Nevada Bicycle Coalition. And so it's basically an opportunity to just shed light on the fact that we need to ensure that cyclists, pedestrians, people on motor scooters, whatever their mode of transportation, us in cars behind the wheel, that we need to be looking out for each other so that we can all get home, work, and places where we like to play safely. So again, thank you to the Southern Nevada Bicycle Coalition, the Arts District, the local artist, Eric Vazola, who's done so many other murals in our city and our parks, for bringing this newest addition to the Arts District. And that's a photo courtesy of Jesse Hudson. Just bringing up some opportunities coming up here this Friday, March 6th, 9 to noon. We're going to be at JC Community Park doing some maintenance on the native habitat that has been placed there. So go ahead and scan that QR code and sign up if you can make it up this Friday, 9 to noon. And also we have coming up here on March 12th, the opening reception of Rhythm and Resilience in our Las Vegas Civic Center Gallery. So don't miss the opportunity to be there. The exhibition is curated by Carmen Beals and narrated by Clay T. White, and it invites visitors to reflect on the enduring legacy of the African American community and all of their lasting influence on identity and the future of Las Vegas. So this exhibition will be at the Civic Center Gallery located at 525 South Main Street through August 2026, but the reception is March 12th, 6 to 8 p.m. I hope you can join us. And the last thing we want to put a plug out there for is to save the date for the Community Resource Fair for individuals with all differing abilities in collaboration with the City of Las Vegas. So it's Autism Cares and us. Saturday, March 21st, 10 a.m. to noon at Las Vegas City Hall lobby. Parking will be free, and this organization, Autism Cares, is dedicated to bridging gaps for teens and adults on the autism spectrum, ensuring access to resources, education, employment, public transit, and community inclusion. So please, if you know someone who could benefit from all of this information, share that information. And that's it from me. The next slide just shows how folks can get a hold of us in the office. We look forward to supporting your needs anytime we can be of assistance. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Today is Do Something Day, celebrated on March 4th, and it's all about moving forward, whether that's just getting physically active, setting personal goals, or taking steps to improve your life and mindset. It's a day to encourage others as well. Small acts of kindness, words of support, or motivating someone to pursue their dreams can have a big impact. And research shows that even tiny actions like trying something new, practicing gratitude, or keeping a creative hobby boost mood, mental health, and motivation. So doing something, no matter how small, really matters. And we have a date now for our Art in the Park, which is May 2nd. It's happening at Woofter Family Park. That's in Ward 1. We keep all the fantastic local artists that we've had in previous years, but we're adding pets this year. So come on out and enjoy the artists, bring your pets, and we'll see you on May 2nd. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Councilwoman Alan Polensky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to take a moment to remember and honor LVFR engineer Kelly Brinkerhoff. He has faithfully served our community since 2002. He was deeply respected and admired by his fellow firefighters, known for his skills and experience, but also for his character. Last I saw him was over the holidays, where he was volunteering his time at a children's Christmas event, where he loaded my family on the Christmas Express train and gave us a big bear hug, in which he was well known for. Engineer Brinkerhoff made a lasting difference in the community he worked to protect. His service and commitment will never be forgotten. Please keep his family, fellow firefighters, friends, and 5 children in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. Next, on Saturday, February 21st, I had an incredible time at the 15th Annual Chinese New Year in the Desert Parade. I was honored to wear my traditional Korean hanbok atop of Big Red with LVFR as we celebrated the year of the fire horse. Thank you to CYN in the Desert for the amazing 15 years of bringing culture, community together, and allowing me to be a part of it. On Thursday, February 26th, I was invited to attend Sheila Tarr Elementary's Academy 5th grade exhibition. I was truly impressed by the creativity, confidence, and enthusiasm by these 5th graders. Their hard work and passion for learning was evident with every presentation. I'm grateful for the opportunity to witness the dedication of these students, and their dedication made sure that the exhibition was a big success. On Friday, February 27th, I attended Sun City Summerlin's Neighborhood Preparedness Team's February meeting. The focus on the meeting was how to be prepared and confident and safe during emergencies and natural disasters. I was grateful for the opportunity to bring and pass out go bags to help ensure that the community is equipped with essential supplies in case of an emergency. Thank you to Irene from the Office of Emergency Management and the Southern Nevada CERT program for making this so informative for the people of Ward 4. Next up, on Monday morning, I kicked off Nevada Reading Week by reading to a wonderful group of students at Ruthie Deskin Elementary. Thank you to our incredible Safe Key staff and students who make reading a priority every day. Programs like Safe Key help foster the love of reading within our kids, and was honored to partake in such a meaningful morning. And next, Ward 4 is excited to bring back our Excellence in Teaching Award. You're currently looking for teachers in Ward 4 who make a lasting difference for our students and go above and beyond every day. If you have someone you'd like to nominate, please scan the QR code on the slide and complete the form by March 25th. If your teacher is selected, we will contact the school and set up a presentation ceremony to award your favorite teacher. Next up, there are 8 missing teens in our community. If you have any information that could help bring them home, please contact LV MPD Missing Person Detail at 702-828-3111. If you're a runaway, call that number. There is always a free bus ride home. Next up, you can stay up to date with community news, updates, upcoming events happening in Ward 4 by following me on my new Facebook page and new Instagram page and X, because Jace Radke told me so. If you ever need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to us the old-fashioned way at 702-229-2524. We are always here to provide any help that we can. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Ms. Summers Armstrong.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and it's always good to see what my colleagues are doing in the community. Last month, February was Black History Month, and we were busy. First, we were on February the 19th, we were at Because We Matter Tobacco-Free Living Summit that was hosted by the Southern Nevada Regional Health District at Pearson, where we talked about the importance of smoking cessation. On the 19th also, we were at the Black History Month Midday Showcase at the Las Vegas Theater. I had a wonderful time, beautiful presentation, and it's always wonderful to be in the neighborhood. On the 20th, we participated and really got a great education at Kemet in the Desert, which was also at the West Las Vegas Theater, and we're grateful for all the information that was shared during that event, and it was very well attended. On the 21st, we had Love on Jackson, and if you weren't there, you missed a time. You missed a time. We've heard that there were about 3,000 people on Jackson Avenue to celebrate culture and history, and I'm grateful for the City of Las Vegas staff and for the community to come out and support this amazing event, and we hope to see you all there again next year. On the 25th, I had the opportunity to be interviewed by Jay Halim, and I was in the studio with him talking about, well, who I am and how I got this job and how I ended up here, and I'm grateful to him for inviting me. Later that day, we had the groundbreaking of the Good Word Social Club right there on C and D in Jefferson. We had a wonderful turnout. Thank you, Mayor, for supporting. Thank you for Cherry Development and Sam Cherry and your team. We are so excited. EUD, just everybody that made this happen. Things are going on over on the west side.
Yes, they are.
We also were happy to join Judge Anna Albertson and our local Armed Forces Support Network at a nice luncheon in her chambers. It was good to see all the folks who are supporting our veterans and veterans' families gather to celebrate and just to share information. These are the folks who are in the community really supporting our veterans, and I was really honored to be there. The 28th, we were at Patriot Park doing a cleanup, and we planted 21 trees. Thank you, our forestry department, Get Outdoors Nevada, City of Las Vegas staff. This is the stuff that makes community. We had people that came as far as Boulder City to do community service, and it was just wonderful to see. We probably had about 40 volunteers out, so thank you so much for that. Same day, I dashed over after the tree planting to Neon Museum, where they had a STEAM Family Fest, and it was a wonderful event. Kids everywhere, Legos, you name it, and so we just want to encourage the community to stay engaged. These are wonderful events for your children to participate in and get exposed to. There's a science behind neon signs, y'all. So let's make sure that our children are the ones who are the next generation of making sure that our city shines brightly. Also, that same afternoon, I sat on a panel at a Black History event called the 5th Annual Roses and Experience of Black History. I sat on a panel with some of our community leaders talking about the importance of getting involved in civic engagement. It's always good to see my fellow elected officials. Analog Dope, you did the darn thing. I was happy to be there and looking forward to next year. This week we started off with our Nevada Reading Week at Doris Reed Elementary School. I read a book there on Mae Jameson, which is in keeping with National Women's Month. It was amazing. The kids were amazing. It never gets old to see the wonder in their eyes when they are reading and learning about others and about them and the possibilities they have for themselves. Just to wrap it up, we've got still Nevada Free Tax Coalition is still assisting. If you need your taxes done and you have limited income or a senior, please reach out. We want to make sure that you get your money back if you have any, but also this is a great opportunity to ensure that your identity is protected. We've got the Splash Spring Break Camp at municipal pools. Please, folks, this is a great opportunity for your kids to learn water safety and just have a great time. And we have another park cleanup coming March 21st at Palacio Park. I hope to have 40 more people out at that event. And a reminder that my team, Nora, Julius, and Ara are here to serve you. 702-229-5443 or email us at word5@lasvegasnevada.gov. And if you want more information or more detail, sign up for our newsletter. We try to make sure that we are getting it out there with our community, and we are truly, truly grateful to all of you.
Thank you so much, and thank you, everybody. The city council meeting is now adjourned.